Hi folks, so the last couple of weeks we've had Support Staffordshire Zoom forum meetings and we've heard lots of great stories from our members as well as heard some of the challenges that they're facing, but we recognise that not everyone can get along to those, so I just wanted to take a few minutes to give you a bit of an update on some of the things that Support Staffordshire have been working on over the last 6 weeks or so. So the first one is around the local sector picture, extremely mixed, different organisations responding differently, loads and loads of our members doing extraordinary things to continue to support and engage their beneficiaries and to adapt their services to remote working and to take into account social distancing. So just extraordinary things, really inspiring stories. So thank you for sharing those with us, and do keep sharing what you are doing with us where you can. Some organisations haven't been able to do that, and looking at the initial results of our survey, we're thinking maybe a third to perhaps up to about 40% of members have actually had to seriously reduce or mothball their services. What that does mean is that perhaps about 60% or two-thirds even are carrying on, adapting, doing things differently, and there's a serious proportion of perhaps around 20% that are not just doing that, but they're actually doing bigger, new, different services, supporting people in new and different ways and doing even more than they previously were. If you do know of any groups, or if you are part of one yourself that is struggling in any way to get going again and you want to get going, please do get in touch with us. If you don't know who your locality officer is, try us on 0300 777 1207 and we'll do our best to help you, whether it's technology or volunteers or funding, to help you get going and support the people that you work with in your communities. We are advising member organisations around funding to push really hard back on their existing funders. Many of those funders are being extremely flexible at the moment around targets, around what you're actually delivering, and also around things like reporting. If you need any help with that, please give us a shout. There's been a huge volunteer response, so we've had almost 2,000 new volunteers come forward, and if again you want any volunteers and you want to chat to us about how you might use volunteers differently in this current situation, it can be quite challenging to think about starting new volunteers in these times, but it's a real opportunity as well as a potential challenge, so please do think about taking advantage of that. And I'll finish just by saying, although we've had to cancel our Volunteer Star Awards for the sector this June, we would encourage everyone to keep nominating people, and that's before the COVID-19 situation if you haven't had a chance to nominate someone, or volunteers who've really stood out to you during this situation. So go onto our website and have a look at the Volunteer Star Awards and just spend a minute or two filling in one of those nominations. We look forward to seeing more of you again at our next forums. We're going to probably have some more in May and also again in June by Zoom. And if you want some help getting onto that, again, locality officers can help you with that. So stay safe and look forward to seeing you all soon.